Hi guys, welcome. Where am I today? I'm at Melbourne Tullamarine Airport in the Qantas lounge waiting for a flight. I've just had a snack and about to have a shardy before my flight. I'm off to try another budget property today called the Azzurro Boutique Hotel in Surrey Hills in Sydney. So I've got a transfer waiting at the Sydney airport, and I've not stayed at this property before. I believe it's a boutique hotel, but it has bunk rooms as well. It does include light breakfast and an evening meal. So come on, let's give it a go. I've got no idea, guys, where I'm staying tonight, so we'll review that together. So it is a hostel as well as a boutique hotel. So come on, we'll enjoy. Okay, just like that, we've landed in Sydney. It's a bit overcast here, 17 degrees. So. Okay, just got to find my car now. Apparently it's at the back of the taxi rank, so they pick you up now. We used to pick you up down the other end. Qantas flight was good. The snacks they give you now, God, pretty basic. I asked for a coffee. No, we don't do coffee, just cold drinks. So I thought, oh well, I'll have a red wine then. But you pay a premium to go with them and advertise, you know, your foods and all that's included. So when you think about it, what you get with Virgin and these airlines, you pay that little bit extra, but you got a cheaper flight, so you might as well sometimes consider going with them. Anyway, I'll go and find my driver. YouTube. Yeah. So this is my driver today. Very reliable service. I've been using these guys for about 10 years in Melbourne and Sydney, and then with all the COVID shut down, so I'm starting to travel again. Anyway, we'll let you know what they're like. But here's the car today. Always nice and clean. And always on time, these guys. Okay, we've arrived at the Azzurro Hotel. So this will be an interesting night. Really good drive in, only took a few minutes. So the drive, they quote you, they give you a quote and then they send through the bill later. They quoted me $69, so I think it's quite good. The cars are exceptionally clean and very courteous, as you can see, the driver. So let's go in and have a look. Okay guys, I've checked in, but I've come to the front door again. I don't know if the code's going to work, so I'm just going to do a walkthrough for you anyway. So as you come in, you've got a bit of an area you can study or charge your laptop. Somebody else has got their gear here. There's a washing machine in there. Looks like you pay for it. Not sure if that's house. Yeah, it looks like it's guest use. And there's a bit of a walkway down here. It doesn't go anywhere. Looks like it could be for smoking. So my room is up here. On the first floor, the carpets are a bit grotty. It's a good vacuum, and the building's a bit tired as well. Trying to get in here was an absolute nightmare. It took about 45 minutes. The codes don't work, and you got all these mats that you trip on. I don't know. Anyway. So I've just had a shower here. I'll turn the light on, but it'll be a bit noisy, but you get the idea. So it's sort of half clean, it's half decent. Plenty of hot water in the shower. They do supply towels. Sink and everything was clean, the toilet's clean. And then this is my room. Now I'll just got to stop this and find the code again. Okay, I'm in, the code worked. So this is the room. It's the fireplace that's not in use. So you've got a cupboard in the corner. There's nothing in it, just empty drawers. There's no coat hangers in the room. You've got 2 lockers. So you need to get your own padlock. There's a fridge. Once again, there's nothing in that. The conditions here too, no alcohol allowed on site. So you've got a top bunk, a lower bunk. The lower bunk is mine. You're assigned a bunk. And if you don't use the right one, I think they charge you about $50. So there's a mirror in the room. So look, it's very, very basic. Does include like a very, very light continental breakfast in the morning. And you don't know who you're going to be sharing with either. So at the moment, there's nobody here, just me. And there's a little balcony. And they don't tell you the balcony is actually sharing with the next room. So it's depicted with a couple of chairs and a table outside, but there is none. And it looks like that could be the next door's towel that they've left out. So there you go. And that's the view that's round here. Looks like the up there on the corner's closed. The old Flinders Hotel. So that's the view you've got. So it's on the main street. So it's a reasonably good location. It's pretty close to Central Station. But I don't know, first impressions, pretty average. Anyway, I'll tell you what I paid for this in the morning. And I don't know how noisy it's going to be tonight. So you've got people walking past just on the road there. That's the main road. Anyway, it is what it is for tonight. And see what the breakfast is like in the morning. That'll be interesting. Okay, now I've got no idea if my code is going to work for the front door, so I'm going to have trouble getting back in again afterwards. Oh, dear me. Anyway, I've got my bag and stuff, so let's go for a wander. Eh? Life's too short to worry about stuff. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm doing this for YouTube. YouTube only. This would have to be the worst place I've ever stayed in my life. And I haven't even been here one night yet. Oh dear. So, don't forget, please, if you enjoyed the content of this, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one is the story. But there's no sort of lounge areas either you can sit out. Excuse me. So anyway, we'll go for a wander. I think there's a little bistro thing up the corner here, so we'll go and try that out. I don't know how I'm going to get back in. Anyway, so when I had a look online, there's a little tapas place up here. So we'll go and try that out. You can see we're pretty close. Public transport's at the door. That place looks like it's closed down, whatever it was. I don't know much about this area. I think it's Surrey Hills, not sure. Anyway, it's all part of the adventures, isn't it? When you do these things, it's a bit of a learning curve. You know, you look online and you see these places, they look fantastic, and it's pretty average, this one. God, I scored YHA low. Anyway, I'm going to reserve my judgment till tomorrow morning. But so far it's not good. The experience of checking in, that was terrible. 45 minutes to get in the front door. Then I got locked out of my room again. I had to go downstairs. There's nobody on site. So you have to use like a CCTV monitor talking to someone remotely. And I asked them to send someone. They said they would. They'd be there in a few minutes. Nobody turned up. So the problem I've got, I'd actually booked this place for another 4 nights at the end of November, I thought I'll come back to Sydney and do some reviews and use this as a base because it's quite reasonably priced, but it's a non-refundable booking. So I don't know how I'll go there. Anyway guys, let's go in this tapas bar and we'll have a look. It's just there behind me on the corner and see what it's like. Okay, I'm at the tapas bar. I'm just going to go around the corner and we'll go inside. Might even sit outside and have a drink for a while. A bit noisy though. I might even stay here for tea tonight, although I did say I was going to have dinner with them. So we'll see what it's like. Here we go. Oh, I've just got to be careful of the music in here. So I'll keep talking as much as I can. I hope I don't get pinged as I normally do. It's a nice big bar area. This is what's on during the week. But it looked good when I had a look on Google Maps. So I thought it's only a couple of doors down, so I'll come in here and check it out. A nice big bar area. Grab myself a drink. Okay, got myself a beer. I've come outside. It's actually not too bad out here. So in memory of my beautiful girl, everywhere I go, I'll always think of her and I always take a part of it with me, as you can see. You'll see that on my other hand as well. I always wear a little bit of her jewellery. It's pretty special, the two pieces that she wore a lot. And also there's a silver, like a necklace thing. And I wear that on my, with my more formal nights, with my kilt and stuff. And I think she'd like that. It just gives me that, you know, feeling that part of her is still travelling with me. So I'm trying to get to as many places that Zita and I travelled to. I hope to revisit a lot of them. I mean, some of them, like the big trip from New York to Sydney on the ship, I couldn't do that on my own. That would cost me about $40,000. So that will be out of the question. But I will do a lot of the other places. You know, I've already done Chateau Yering, the Rendezvous I've done, and even the local pub. You know, we used to go there for dinner, so I'll do a review of that in Bryagalon one night. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this beer and think of the girl, and I hope you're enjoying the content. And just remember what I said, where I'm staying tonight is for YouTube only, not for wow, it's terrible. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay, I decided to stay at the pub and I'm having a red wine. And I've got some little pork dumplings there, and I've got some prawns here. A bit noisy with the traffic, but it's a good spot with people watching and all that stuff. And this one's the prawns dumplings. They look alright. So thought I'd just sit outside, and it's not very warm, but it's a balmy. So not balmy, but it's not a bad evening. Just chill out here and do some people watching and see if this boutique hotel lets me back in. Hi, well, I'm back in the boutique hotel. Just jumped in bed. Looks like I'm the only one in this room, which is good. The bed's a bit squeaky. So I'm going to get an early night and give my final thoughts in the morning. Hi and good morning. Well, I didn't have a very good night's sleep. The beds are very hard. The pillows are virtually non-existent. They squeak a lot if you move like this. The pillow's got no body to it at all. The room depicted in the ads here, very deceiving. This one, there's no drawers underneath the bed where they're depicted in the other. It's a very, very tight room if there's two of you. And just to put it in perspective, I'm paying $87 a night here. That's for one person. So if you round that up, say $90. If it's two of you, it's $180. Well, you can stay at number 9 Springfield in King's Cross. King size bedroom, TV, your own ensuite. So You know, they're charging top dollar here. For me, it was one person, $87. I'm just going to go down now and we'll try out the, it's a pretty basic continental breakfast. I think starts at 7:30. So we'll go and have a look at that. But overall, this room, this is a shared room. So I thought I'd do it on a budget and just to do some comparisons. But if there's two of you in here, the other person you don't meet, well, that's how much room there is. It's you only just have enough room to get by. The bathroom's beautiful. It's all brand new, nicely tiled, fairly clean. Don't know what that'll be like at the end of the day, but obviously cleaners coming. Anyway, let's go downstairs and have a bite to eat. Okay, so this is where they do the brekkie. It's okay, they've got lockers here so you can put your own food in, put your name on it. There's also some fridges as well. Yep. So if you're staying here for an extended period of time, I thought they'd have a little TV or something. Hi, how are you? They got a cute couple of tables. It's a bit average, this place. It's looking okay. So this is your breakfast. So you've got some cereal, bread, jams. You just help yourself. Wash up when you're finished. There you go. Okay guys, this is what I'm having. Having a bowl of cereal brews, instant coffee in there if you want it, and some juices, but it's pretty basic, so this will do me, and then I'll go down the road and have a coffee. So I've just had a bowl of cereal, no drinks, so I'm going to check out, give you my final thoughts, and go down the road and grab a coffee, and head into the city maybe and have a coffee, I don't know. It's not a very nice day here, overcast. Go and grab my bag and hit the road. Place needs a really good clean. Got all these rugs everywhere, which are a tripping hazard. All the bathrooms are nice though, nicely done up. People just chuck their towel on the floor. Shower's a decent size, as you can see. I don't think I mentioned you've got about 4 people in that one. But all the bathrooms are like this, have all been done up really nice. Okay, back in my room. Okay, just had my bowl of cereal. I'm about to check out, head into the city. I'm going to grab myself a nice coffee, the basic breakfast up there. It wouldn't take much to just tidy this place up a little bit and have somebody at check-in when you arrive. The check-in yesterday took me about 45 minutes. Keys didn't work, the pass wouldn't work. You get to the front door, you've got to download an app for a start, and then it asks you for all your personal details. So you've got to enter your credit card details. After that, it asks you for photo ID. So you've got to take photos of it, both front and back of your driver's license. It took ages, and then I still couldn't get in the front door. So eventually a chap helped me out with the app, got me in the front door, and then there's a CCTV that you can talk to somebody on. But then put my bag in my room and then it wouldn't let me back in, so I had to go back up and down. I must have gone up and down about 4 times. Anyway, in the end it all got sorted, but goodness me. After a 10-hour trip here and then 45 minutes trying to just get into the room, just not worth it. Scores. I'm going to score it half out of 10, and that is only for the bathroom because the showers and everything were excellent. The rooms are terrible. The place is dirty. Wouldn't recommend it all. Go and stay at YHA at Sydney Central. Better facilities. They have somebody on reception there if you need anything. And you live and learn. Anyway, it's worth reviewing. You don't know unless you stay in these places. Okay, I walked along this very street a few weeks ago. I'm staying at the Azzurro Boutique Hotel. It took me longer than 45 minutes today to check in. It is definitely the worst hotel I've ever stayed. No towel in the room. I found one that smelled like it had been used for cleaning anyway. Been able to have a shower because I've been travelling all day. Oh, it's a shocker. You can't even download the app properly, unless I'm just jinxed. Anyway, I'll give you my final review in the next few days. But this is a shocker, it really is. Okay, I'm just sat at the pub where I had a beer last time, just chilling out. What a hectic day trying to check into this supposedly boutique hotel. I tell you, I do not recommend it. Do not stay there. It's not worth it. Paid premium this time, $600 for 4 nights. Just not worth it. I can stay at YHA at Sydney Central for less than that in a better room and a better property. There's somebody on the desk that checks you in. Okay, today I decided to catch a taxi from the airport to the hostel, and the difference in the price was the Omi car last time cost $90 from the airport. Beautiful limo, taxi, $79. So there you go, not worth it. Catch the limo, Omi car. I'm not affiliated with them, but I've used them many times. They're really reliable, and the cars and the drivers are excellent. Highly recommend Omi car. I'll put their number up. We're in every major city now in Australia. So it's only 2 seating areas just here, and in there there's 9 there. Not very good. And this is the screen that they talk to you on. You're checking in. It's not very good. Heaps of house rules. Well, I've checked out of the Azzurro hotel, supposedly hotel. It's not a hotel, it's a cheap hostel backpackers. I don't know how they get away with it. It wasn't cheap to stay there. The check-in to me is nearly impossible. The app didn't work again this second time. I booked 4 nights this time, but I walked away this morning. Would not recommend it. Do not stay there. It's dirty. There's no one helps you. I have no towel. I went down to the monitor at reception. They said they'd get a towel for me. Nothing turned up. So I had to have a shower and just drain myself off the best I could. Anyway, where am I now? I'm in the YHA Sydney Rocks. So you can just see behind me there the difference in accommodation. Same price, and this has an ensuite in a 4-bed mixed dorm. So I'll give you my final review. I'm going to have a walk around here because it's got a bit of history, this one. It's got a lot of educational facilities here. It's got undercover areas where they've The original convicts developed the site in the early days, so I'll film all that anyway and put it in for you. But do not stay at the Azzurro, not recommended.